Welcome to Event Staffing Direct. My name is Scott and I'm going to show you how to post a job for free. The first thing you need to do is sign up for a Event Staffing Direct account. There are two types of accounts I'd like you to know about. Number one, on the left-hand side is the Event Coordinator and Help Wanted. On the right is Event Staff and Talent Getting Hired. In order to post a job, you need to select Event Coordinator Help Wanted. Fill out the information form, respond to the email, and you're all set to go. Once you have an Event Coordinator Help Wanted account, you need to log in. Click to the Login, type in the email and the password you signed up with, and log in. That will bring you immediately to your dashboard. From your dashboard, you'll notice that the left-hand side has the options that you're going to need to fulfill this task. Click on Job Listings. You'll see job listings that you've listed in the past, and more importantly, add a new job listing here. Click on Add a New Job Listing, and it will bring you to this screen. Once you're at the job listing screen, you'll notice a couple of things that must be paid attention to. First, this important must select yes to make the job active is merely a I want the job to be listed on the site, or I'd like to remove the job from the site. By selecting no and then save this job, we'll take this job down from the listing board. This means that any time you've hired someone, or you've gotten too many applications, or you simply changed your mind, simply by clicking no and saving this at the bottom of the screen, we'll take it down from the listings on available jobs. You're going to need to name what your job should be called. In this case, it's the Badge Scanner, Acme booth. Next is the name of the trade show or event. You'll note that many of our trade show event staffers are professionals, and if you'll actually give them the name of the trade show, they'll be able to look it up online and know whether or not they're the right fit for your application. Next is to enter a location, address, or venue name. This is an intuitive Google piece of code here. Instead of typing in just Salt Lake City, if I were to type in Salt Palace, it'll actually bring up the Salt Palace Convention Center. When I select that, it'll show it to me on the map, and it will pre-populate the next few fields. Next, you need an event start date, and you need an event end date. Then describe your ideal candidate. In this case, I'm looking for someone that's very clean cut, but I want to be as specific as possible. Next, the job description. Tell me you'd like the staffer to do. Be as specific as possible. This will help them decide whether or not they're right for the job. Next, select the skills. For instance, I need a hostess. I need a badge scanner. Note that the word here is lead generator, but typing in the word badge scanner brought that up. I also want them to be a brand ambassador. The more of these categories you select, the more visible this job will be on the site. You see, staffers actually classify themselves as skilled in particular things. The more skills you put here, the more people will see your listing. The fewer things you put here, the fewer and more narrow your search will be. Next, you need to tell us how you'd like them to dress. Be as specific as possible. If you've got a booth uniform you'd like them to wear, tell them what pieces you'll be supplying. The hourly pay rate is the number one question we get at Event Staffing Direct. We like to recommend that you make your margin line somewhere around $40 per hour. Remember, you're hiring this booth staffer directly, not through an agency. Typically, an agency will charge the exhibitor, the person that wants to hire the talent, something like $600 a day. And then they hire that booth staffer and they pay them only $300 a day. So if you put your booth hourly rate at about $40 an hour, you'll see you're paying less and they're getting more than they would have gotten through a traditional agency. That's the power of booking direct. Now, you can offer less or offer more. By offering less, you may get less experienced staffers saying, I'm available. By offering more, either you're going to get people that are just hankering for the extra money, or you'll find that you'll get more professional applications. Lastly, you need to put the last date for the job application. This is when you'd like your listing to expire on the site. By giving it a date, it'll automatically unpublish itself so that you won't be bothered after that date. By clicking Save Changes, it now lists that job on the site. It also jumps you to the top of the screen, and let me point out one last great thing here. By uploading a particular photograph to this job, I now make my job stand out from all the others that are being listed on the site. This visual icon or visible marker allows people to draw their attention to your job. It'll help quite a bit. But remember, each time you need to go down to the bottom and save changes. Are you curious to what it looks like on the site? Simply click on Available Jobs. This will actually show you the jobs that are listed on the site currently. You can click on your job and see exactly what the staffers will see as well. It even shows the suggested per hour rate. When they're interested in submitting an application for your job, they simply click here and they're brought to a dialog box. This is the way that they will communicate with you. It has their name, their email address, and here is the dollars that they would like to ask for. This particular person is more experienced, and maybe they want to say, no, I'd like to go out for 50. And then they might explain why they would go out for that, and you'll get that email or a summary of emails telling you that someone has applied for your job. Remember, once you've filled the job, go back to your job listing. The easiest way to do that is by clicking on your Edit Profile, going over to Job Listings, clicking on the job you were just posting, and select No, and Save to remove that from the site. Well, it's that easy. I hope you enjoy using EventStaffingDirect.com.